We're gonna get through this.
Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. A big expense of about $14 million. He says he paid for legal expenses.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles.
Floyd Mayweather looked visibly shaken as news emerged that he reportedly owes $500 million to the IRS. In a moment of vulnerability, he quietly said, "We're going to get through this." Once known for his confidence and bravado, the boxing legend now confronts a challenge outside the ring, one far more daunting than any fight he has faced in his career.
We're gonna get through this. That's tough.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly stated that he has settled his IRS obligations, but official records suggest otherwise. According to the IRS, a substantial debt remains, directly contradicting his claims. Even with his denials, these unresolved tax matters continue to shadow the boxer, raising questions about his financial accountability.
Imagine getting a letter from the IRS saying you owe millions in taxes. That is how Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS in 2022. Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word free below this video and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can receive the link immediately after your call.
Floyd Mayweather has always approached wealth differently than most. Rather than saving for the future, he has often expressed that money is meant to be enjoyed, not hoarded. He's reflected on finding joy in simpler times, before fame and fortune dominated his life. For Mayweather, the excitement comes from spending and experiencing the moment, rather than holding on to cash. This outlook has shaped his lifestyle and public persona, emphasizing indulgence and luxury over long-term planning.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you got to be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, no matter how you look at it. Just because I may wear a diamond necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
Lately, Floyd Mayweather has been spotted living in high-end rental mansions, some of which he reportedly doesn't occupy for long periods. These homes are often chosen more for their impressive looks than practical need. Insiders suggest this isn't about comfort. It's about projecting an image. Rather than investing in permanent residences, Mayweather appears to use these luxury rentals to showcase a lifestyle of unstoppable wealth and extravagance.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this.
Floyd Mayweather has always enjoyed being in the spotlight. Comparisons to other athletes, especially from different sports, don't always sit well with him. For example, when someone suggested that UFC star Conor McGregor could be considered the Mayweather of MMA, Floyd quickly dismissed the idea, visibly bothered. The moment offered fans a glimpse of his competitive nature, not just inside the boxing ring, but in the realm of fame and public recognition. It highlighted his desire to be regarded as the ultimate benchmark, even beyond his own sport.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. A living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect. I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson has spoken openly about Floyd Mayweather's personality, suggesting that he can be overly self-focused. Tyson noted that Mayweather's constant emphasis on his wealth might come across as out of touch, especially during times when many people face financial struggles. While some admire his confidence, others see it as excessive and lacking humility. Tyson's observations echo a broader sentiment among fans and athletes who feel that Mayweather's flashy behavior doesn't carry the same impact it once did.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about, what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends.
To justify his extravagant lifestyle, Floyd Mayweather often points to his modest beginnings. He emphasizes that he worked tirelessly to achieve his level of success and feels entitled to enjoy the rewards. In his eyes, luxury cars, high-end watches, and lavish homes aren't acts of arrogance. They're symbols of achievement and motivation for those who face similar struggles. For Mayweather, the message is clear. If he could rise from nothing, others can follow the same path.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry. It's always the problem, for Christ's sake. There's no one gonna have to do to get it.
Mayweather has also drawn comparisons between his earnings and those of fellow boxer Anthony Joshua, claiming he generated more revenue from events without relying on massive audiences. While there may be some truth to this, the remark came across as somewhat defensive, highlighting his tendency to assert financial dominance. Bragging about wealth has long been part of Mayweather's public persona, but such comparisons can feel excessive, especially given ongoing questions about the sustainability of his finances.
I guess, because, he talks about his money a lot, so he compared, like, I guess, his fight with Pacquiao to Anthony Joshua, and he was saying, like, basically, they didn't need 100,000 or 90,000 people to do X amount of dollars. Here, I'm gonna let you listen to it. Here's what he had to say verbatim. Here's what Floyd said about Anthony Joshua.
Talk about that. I was in the Guinness Book of World Record for breaking all the records. You didn't tell them that?
Of course you have.
For generating, billions in the sport of boxing, or having the fastest sellout crowd.
But
those guys done, and I was watching a fight when I was at my Miami house. I was at my Miami home. I was watching a fight with Klitschko and the guy Joshua.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather faced criticism from staff at his Los Angeles gym. Several employees reported going weeks without pay, with some even staging protests outside the facility to demand their wages. For a man who often portrays himself as a successful entrepreneur, these incidents raise serious questions about credibility. Fans and critics alike were left questioning how someone who frequently flaunts wealth could fall short in fulfilling basic responsibilities to his team.
Oh, I just probably use this stuff. Okay.
Money team has no money.
Alright, money team has no money.
The money team has
basketball. I had to deal with unsurety. I had to deal with conflict with my now wife because of me not figuring out where I'm gonna do. Where am I gonna get money from to pay my bills? Like this is insanity, man. Like we've had members come here and try to offer us we can help you out here, we can give you money, or people gave us Chick-fil-A cards that we could try to eat food like this. Fairness is fair, man. You gotta pay what's due. This is about more than just pay at this point. It's like, come on.
You're good. Thank you.
How you doing? On my end, they love community activist and a former trainer here at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Hollywood. We're out here today because we're spreading awareness around inhumane conditions that are taking place within a working environment.
Despite his worldwide fame and financial accomplishments, recent events have begun to chip away at the carefully crafted image Mayweather has maintained. Reports of outstanding debts, ongoing legal issues, and questionable money choices suggest a level of instability that contrasts with his usual persona. What was once interpreted as unshakable confidence now strikes some observers as possible denial.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries. $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like what? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. Financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles, employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between 100 to 200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure. Employees are questioning whether Mayweather himself is aware of the fine.
One area Mayweather takes particular pride in is guiding his children to build on his achievements. He has emphasized the importance of independence encouraging them to create and manage their own businesses. Over the years, Floyd has started multiple ventures, including his promotional company and the TMT, the Money Team brand.
My job is to help you. Yeah, I'm with Floyd, getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me, and we laughing, we kicking, and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me, because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become.
In late 2024, Mayweather revealed that he had acquired a substantial real estate portfolio valued at over $400 million. The properties, located in Upper Manhattan, reportedly include hundreds of affordable housing units. Mayweather claimed full ownership, emphasizing that he had no financial partners. While this purchase could be seen as a savvy investment, critics quickly pointed out that it came amid significant outstanding debts. For some observers, it appeared to be another instance of prioritizing flashy headlines over long-term financial stability.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Mayweather's name recently appeared in a surprising lawsuit involving stolen jewelry. While there was no evidence that he was directly responsible, his association with the case sparked concern. Situations like this only add to critics' claims that he is attempting to uphold a lifestyle that may not be fully sustainable. Combined with other financial issues, the controversy also chipped away at his reputation as a successful businessman.
So have you heard about the $4 million RICO lawsuit that Floyd Mayweather and Tiger is being hit with? Wow. So apparently it's over some stolen jewelry and, or at least allegedly. And the entire story is pretty crazy. And the fact that they're calling it a RICO was pretty wild as well, because apparently there was some type of, at least what is being alleged, some type of scheme set up and ran by these celebrities in order to get away with taking free jewelry off of jewelers. So yeah, seems like
Another controversy involved a failed transaction between Mayweather, rapper Tyga, and a jewelry broker. The trio reportedly purchased luxury items from a prominent Miami jeweler, but did not complete the full payment. While these incidents may seem minor on their own, they contribute to a broader picture of financial mismanagement. They suggest a recurring pattern of overextending and under-delivering, which continues to affect Mayweather's financial reputation. Over time, additional issues from his past are coming to light. Several debts that were previously ignored or postponed are now catching up with him. From unpaid taxes to unresolved business agreements, these problems are accumulating rapidly. His long-standing approach of spending freely without prioritizing savings or planning is starting to create serious challenges.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tiger because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheap.
Do you think Floyd Mayweather can recover from this enormous IRS controversy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more.